The most recent game in the Fire Emblem series, Fire Emblem Engage, has gotten a pretty bad rap online. And I'm here to tell y'all today that I don't think that Fire Emblem Engage is a bad game. I just believe that Fire Emblem Engage is a game that was heavily targeted for an audience that is outside of the Fire Emblem player base. The main things that I hear gripes about with Engage are the characters, the story, and the art style of the game. I believe all three of these things can be justified if you look at this game in the lens of being catered towards a child. The story is real basic, one-dimensional, power of friendship type story. You feel me? The reason going through this story, why it's super duper predictable and you seem like you've seen it 1,000 times before, is because you have seen it 1,000 times before. Like this was literally just media growing up. It was all just this. It's a basic story, but if you're a kid and this is your first time seeing a story like this, you would probably be interested. And the next time you see a story like this, you're gonna compare it to Engage. Now, in terms of the art style, Engage is filled with a lot of vibrant colors and characters wearing a lot of over-the-top outfits. I hear a lot of people say that this game has a real anime like art style, and I would agree. It's a real anime aesthetic, but no two Fire Emblem games have the same aesthetic. Three Houses has a lot more serious looking aesthetic than this game, but Shadow of Valencia before that has kind of a retro feeling aesthetic. The way they draw things in there is kind of, you know what I'm saying? Well, and before that is Face, which has like this samurai aesthetic mixed with like medieval aesthetic. What the anime aesthetic for Engage is, it's hit or miss for you. You don't have to like it, but I do think that that's a very popular aesthetic with kids again. Like especially with all the colors, kids love that. They'll eat that up. Speaking of things kids eat up, the characters in this game are all super duper goofy. They all seem like they have a trope or something tied to their personality, which I mean doesn't make for the deepest characters in storytelling, but it does make them memorable in a sense. Even if you remember them as person who likes food or llama boy, fairy tale girl, these are things that are memorable, and they're the type of tropes that kids like. I can wholeheartedly say this game wasn't even designed for me. I'm not even the type of person who likes these type of characters, but I can see why they are what they are. I can understand why they made these characters the way they are. And I wanted to touch back on character design for a minute, just to bring up the main character of the game. I don't even think the design for the main character is bad, because to me, I just see red and blue hair main character. The red and blue color scheme is something that's often used for main characters. Think Spider-Man, Superman, Sonic, Mario. This is just Fire Emblem's way of creating a main character for children that's distinguishable, so that you have something to recognize the franchise by. All in all, I just think it's wild to call a game bad because it wasn't created for you. This isn't a game that was made for Fire Emblem fans. This was a game that was made for kids and people who play video games. With all the emblem rings and callbacks to the older games in the series, I would say this is a game that's sort of like how Fire Emblem Heroes is. It's just there to introduce new players to the series. If Intelligent Systems makes a Fire Emblem game that can bring in a wide array of people from everywhere and make the Fire Emblem series more known, then that's fine with me. I'll accept that, take it on the chin, and I'll wait my turn to get what I like. This is not a bad game at all. But that's all I wanted to talk about today. Let's get a positive dialogue about Engage started in the comments. Tell me your favorite character, something you like about the game, or just something you want to see from this game in the next Fire Emblem game. Until then, I'm going to catch y'all next time. Like, subscribe, and I'm out.